at least one somebody in your circle that love you enough, to Jesus, when you don't want to come yourself. Some of y'all sitting in the back of a Civic right now, man, because your friend made you come to church, brought you, because when you don't have enough faith for yourself, you need somebody that can believe God for you until you can believe for yourself. I need you to tell everybody in your car. Those of y'all that are watching me, I need you to tell everybody in your house. Tell them I got you this year. Tell them I know this pandemic has been hitting your faith real hard. But tell them if you can't believe, I believe for you. That's why I pull up every Sunday I can, because I need somebody that will believe for me. He's got some friends. He's got some friends that believe God enough to bring them to Jesus. Brothers and sisters, watch what his friends say to Jesus. They say, Jesus, do me a favor and lay your hands on him. Y'all missed that. I just told you how to qualify your friend. Try one more time. They say, Jesus, do me a favor and lay your hands on him. Y'all don't get it. Let me teach you how to know if you got good friends or not. They said, Jesus, do me a favor. And you know you got a good friend when they pray for you more than they pray for themselves. You know you got a good friend that say, God, if you don't give me a house, bless her with a house. God, if I don't get a new car, bless my friend with a new car. Do you got friends that love you enough to pray for you as hard as they pray for themselves? They say, God, do us a favor to touch him. And the Bible says Jesus takes him. You missed that. Bible says they asked Jesus to touch him, but Jesus takes him. For 5 people that can shout with a mask on, this next 3.5 months, God is getting ready to do more than you asked him to do. I don't hear nobody. I said everyone that can shout with a mask on. I said for the next 3.5 months, God's getting ready to do more. He's about to do exceeding abundantly above all you asked for. They asked for a touch, but he took him. And watch what he does, church. Bible says he takes him away from the crowd to a non-disclosed location. We don't know where Jesus takes him. All we know is he takes him away from the crowd. I want to prophesy to 6 of y'all and tell you that's the reason, one of the reasons why God got you locked up in your house. Because you've been hanging around folk that can't help you no way. And God says, if I'm going to do for you what you've been asking me to do for you, I've got to isolate you from people who's been manipulating your process. I know you don't like being in the house, shucks. I was in there 6 months all by myself. But can I please tell you, those were the most 6 months that I've ever talked to God. Those were the clearest 6 months of my life that I got answers from God. And God said for everybody that spent this season in isolation, it's because I was trying to give you information about what I'm getting ready to do. He isolated him away from the crowd. The Bible says, watch what he does. I'm almost done. I'll see y'all at 5 o'clock. Bible says, takes him from the crowd, and watch what he does. Bible says he puts his fingers in his ears, spits, and then he touches the man's tongue. Can I please tell all of y'all who've been wondering why all of your friends have been acting funny since the pandemic started? For all of y'all who's trying to figure out why it seemed like everyone you was rolling with last year all of a sudden don't want nothing to do with you. Can I please tell you why? God oftentimes has to isolate you from the people that brought you. And let me please tell you that everybody God isolates you from and disconnects you from ain't bad people. I wish I would stop creating enemies of everybody God disconnects you from. Just because that season is over don't mean you got to bash them on Facebook and spread lies. Everybody God disconnects you from ain't a bad person. It's just their season has expired. These are good people that brought this brother to Jesus. But God still understands even good people can stand in the way of your progress. He disconnects them One reason I believe God disconnects him from his friends is because he understands that the process to his promotion is going to be unconventional. He understands that what I'm getting ready to do for this brother, I'm going to have to do some stuff that don't make sense. And rather than making this brother constantly explain himself, he said, I'm going to disconnect you. God disconnected some of y'all because rather than trying to make you always explain what season you in and pacify them and pamper their emotions, God said, no, you ain't got time to babysit their emotions. You don't even know what season you in. So you sure can't explain it to them. So rather than hurt their feelings, I'm going to disconnect you so that I can process you through something that ain't always pretty. Can I be transparent for those of y'all that ain't gonna leave me out here by myself? The last 6 months, I don't know if anybody gonna have enough boldness to toot their horn and shout at me in a witness, but can I just tell my own business? The last 6 months, God showed me more about me than he did anybody else. I don't have no help here. I don't have no help here. The last 10 years, I've been traveling around the world, preaching every week, calling people's names. But the last 6 months, God called me to prophesy and discern my own foolishness. He couldn't do it. Here it is for 5 of y'all. He couldn't do it around people because he loves you enough not to process you in public. He processes you in private because there's some people who respect you that won't respect your process. There's some people who love to hear you preach and sing. They want you to pray for them every chance, but they don't want your prayer if they knew the private struggles you had to endure. I ain't got no help here. If I was in a church, y'all be high-fiving each other. But watch what Jesus does. He loves the man enough to disconnect him from his supporters and process him through a messy process. The Bible says Jesus puts his fingers in the man's ears. I've been here enough. Y'all know I'm a little bit slow. And y'all know I see stuff in the text the regular preacher don't see. This man has not heard, he's not used his ears, and I don't know how long. But Jesus decides to put his fingers in the man's ears. That's nasty to me, Pastor Martin, because, and maybe I'm just slow, but my thinking is, if the man can't use them, he probably don't clean them. Or you gonna sit there and act like you Q-tip every single day? You know, I can't stand that section. I done figured that out already. This is pre-Q-tip days. And Jesus puts his fingers